The Owers want to end the conservatorship. So there was still a the guy is
There's
almost 37.
still a conservatorship. Now, the lawyer responded. The lawyer of the Tuohy family responded, but no case has been initiated yet, or has it?
No, that seems
Because
like it's more like a lead up to the that's we've talked about this before as well. People are basically screaming stuff and then they announce they're gonna sue. It's always not the best. If you're really trying to sue,
you just sue.
you just sue. You don't announce you're gonna sue. But
Yep.
it seems like it hasn't been let me see blast apparently behavior apparently he has filed a petition. Michael Oher, offensive lineman who became inspiration for the book and movie The Blind Side, filed a petition in Tennessee court on Monday accusing Sean and Leigh Touhy of lying about adopting him. Instead,
Yeah, but
the filing claims that they tricked him into signing a conservatorship, which allowed them to strike a deal to profit off his story when the book and movie were popularized more than a decade ago.
yeah,
And he's
I
trying to
don't.
get money back.
Yeah, so I don't know much about the case yet. So more information needs to come out
Yeah.
because, of course, those are the claims. But KR, two words you used are alarming. The first one, when you tell me that they said conservatorship instead of adoption, that's not that's not something worth suing for. Second, they've tricked me into signing. Where have you heard that before, KR?
We're
In
gonna
this,
hear it at the end of this show.
we're gonna hear it at the end of this show. How many stories didn't we cover where people sign things and then claim that they shouldn't be bound to it because they were tricked or they didn't understand it that way. So doesn't I mean if you signed it, then it already makes it difficult. Now I don't know if it's as simple as he's making out to be. And we also need to see whether or not he profited or not.
The family. Oh, him.
No,
Him
him himself. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, according to the lawyer, it's completely false. The lawyer, of course, from the Touhy family.
yeah. Of course.
He insists that there is proof the case is a lie, that the petition is totally fabricated, and when the proof comes out, everyone will see the truth. Let's see, man. Let's see how this ends. But in the meanwhile, the Owers want to end the conservatorship. So there was still the guy is
There's
almost 37.
still a conservatorship. Wow.
This sounds like a Britney thing going on here. I'm not
Seems as
sure.
though. Yeah, yeah,
Is he
yeah.
trying to, or do we have to start the campaign Free Michael? But this doesn't this might not end good though, because we've seen how Britney ended up. You don't see none of those free Britney people right now when she's basically crashing. She's a crash dummy right now. But
Yeah.
let's go back to Michael Oher,
Hmm.
because people have been chiming in. Jason Whitlock went all out. He went all out, RJ. You know what he said?
What?
And to do this, I have to show the receipt, because otherwise people will say KR is making it up.
Fabricated.
And he's putting in petitions, man. We might be at suit. Jason says, and this is according to dailymail.co.uk. Jason Whitlock says, no one would believe Michael Oher if his name was Michael Weinstein. Come on, man. As he tortures ex-NFL player for fighting against the black. That's a strong statement right there. For someone who doesn't know the case, I mean, these people go out. I mean, some of these people who comment on stuff, they will jump out of the window head first.
Yeah.
Here
No,
on the
it,
Double Talk Show, we like to wait and let the wait,
let the play develop, Skip.
develop. We let the play develop. As always, we don't judge until we have to. But hey, he called them a liar, basically. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true. We don't know yet. It's too early to say. Or maybe he has a secret. He has a secret line with the family, the Tuohy family, which makes you ask, are you unbiased? But okay, that's another topic. We're not gonna go too deep into that. But to finish it off, social media has chimed in as well, RJ. Can you believe this?
I can.
Now, some people on social media have turned to calling Sandra Bullock's Blindside Oscar to be returned.
The people.
The people are saying, return the Oscar now. I say, don't return it. And you know why?
Why?
People are idiots. They don't understand that it's even harder to portray something that is not even real. She has to receive another Oscar for portraying a story that's not even existed before. This is acting. That's it. She made it believable.
It's fiction.
If it never happened, that's why you received the Oscar. This is why I always say Robert Downey Jr. should receive an Oscar for his role in Tropic Thunder.
Come on. Yeah.
It's the craziest portrayal I've ever seen.
Yeah. So
I'm
they
gonna
say
get canceled for that one, but
yeah. So you say because why would you? So people are placed under conservatorship if there's something. If the person isn't able to manage his own finances and things and or other affairs, and so I'm wondering how it's possible that 37-year-old person is still under conservatorship. And from what I understand, the family were saying that yeah, they placed it under conservatorship to him under conservatorship when he was 17 or 18,
Mhm.
in order to make it possible for him to get insurance and driver's license and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But for him to be under conservatorship still, and he's claiming that he was okay. So if if it was only a formality, then I would assume that once he turned 18 or at least 21,
They would
let's say,
release them.
yeah, or that he would ask. I think that he can also ask for it, I guess. Um, but they're saying that he received all the money. Now, what I do know is this, KR, or at least all the money that he had coming. There's a nuance there again. There's a nuance. Well, that's the statement. He received all the money that he had coming. So
To bring me my money.
so the question is, how much did he have coming? And sometimes, sometimes you see it, for example, when there's a termination, a settlement agreement between an employer and an employee, and they agree to a gross amount. They agree to a gross settlement payout, and the employee agrees, and the employee thinks that he or she will receive the whole amount. But when he realizes what the employee holds in, the employee will be like, no, this can't be. It's impossible. You can't do this. You're thieves. But it's like, yo, but there are costs. There are other costs that need to be accounted for. And just like probably with the conservatorship, we don't know where the money went. So that's what needs to be received, and he doesn't know it either apparently, because he's saying that all the money is gone, or at least that they have all the money. Uh, Maybe the money was placed. I mean, if you're placed under conservatorship, that I would assume that uh, they are managing the finances to a certain extent and the banks. So it could very well be that they have the money stored somewhere in a bank account for him, maybe for later. Can also be that they don't have the money. Well, they do, but maybe they do, but
And
they
their
don't.
own assets.
Yeah, maybe they don't have it, but they control entities that have their money. And so this is something that now, of course, it's very early stage, but and it's a shame that such a, again, it's a great story, but apparently that's all it is, a story.
It's a story. It's a made up.
It's
It's as
fiction.
made up as it's as fiction as any other story created by Disney. That doesn't have
Or
the
Netflix.
or Netflix or any other big company. Yeah, so let's see how this develops, man.